Hi, this is Rick, and you're in the Whiskey Zone, where we celebrate the spirit of the spirit. Today, I'll be reviewing a release from the Single Malts of Scotland that was distilled back in 2011 at the Caol Ila distillery. The Single Malts of Scotland is part of the Elixir Distillers Group out of London, which is an independent bottler of Scotch whiskies. This particular release was distilled on January 10th of 2011 at the Caol Ila distillery on Islay and released this year as a 10-year-old, with this particular sherry butt cask bottled exclusively for the US market. It's bottled at 61.9% ABV with no chill filtering and no color added, so this one's the real deal. It's got a light honey color and some nice oily legs. Let's check out the nose. So the first thing I get is buttery caramel popcorn. Oh, and there's some Islay. There's some Islay in this one. I'm getting those maritime notes. Definitely some brine. Lemon furniture polish. Some disinfectant spray. That stuff your mother sprayed on your knee when you skinned it as a kid. A warm fruit compote just before you dish it over some ice cream. If you've ever spent time in an old workshop surrounded by lots of woody smells, that's what I'm getting. All right, now let's give it a taste. Ignore the first one. Smoky cinnamon. It's kind of an unusual combination. Vanilla toffee. Definitely some smoke. Some kind of spiced apple dessert with a healthy dose of nutmeg or crushed up cloves. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here because even though they're completely different families, this reminds me of a way better Captain Morgan's spiced rum. Now it's like a charred tangerine. All right, so at almost 62%, I'm going to add a little water to this one. So with the water, it definitely opens up more sweetness, kind of like a strawberry jello. I'm noticing it's like subtle grape juice. Just like on the nose, the water has opened up a little bit of sweetness. On the palate, I'm picking up some cherries, maybe cherries that have been boiled and reduced into a thick sauce, that one that clings to the back of your throat. Maybe it's a cherry cough syrup. Definitely a little bit more fruity, but maybe with overtones of chocolate. The water does diminish the spice level just a bit, just a very little bit. The finish is long and zingy. This is an interesting pour. I think it's quite tasty, and there's certainly some complexity there, enough to interest any Caol Ila fan. For me, the spiciness was a bit over the top, and it kind of got in the way of some of the other flavors there. Bottom line, it's a very good whiskey that I'll definitely go back to, but it may not be one of my everyday drinkers. I'm giving the Single Malts of Scotland's 10-year-old Caol Ila release an 8-finger pour. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the 10-year-old Caol Ila from the Single Malts of Scotland. If you'd like more details on my review, please visit thewhiskeyzone.com, and by all means, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. So until next time, drink smart, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the Whiskey Zone.